Hi guys, I'm driving, so don't mind the drive and the nature around if you see it. It's a dash cam, and basically I want to talk about the Grand Mafia, the game, and give you my input feedback and what exactly I think about the game. Also, just to let you know, in the game there are a bunch of 600, I think right now 614 if not 615 cities, meaning each city has a map. I had characters in the very, early stage, like City 1 and City, I can't remember, like the veteran cities that they call them. It doesn't mean I actually started the game when the cities were created. I just created characters in those games. I wanted to see how it works, understand the game better, right? Analyzing the people and the game. And that's exactly what I've done. And here's my honest opinion about the game. I've been also joining the last game, which is 613. I was in the top 1 faction. The top 1 faction, which is Jokers on You. I'm not gonna tell you the name of my character, but I was basically one of the guys who would basically have high ranking in killing. Okay, I was interested in killing, not into making influence a lot, right? So I was in top 1 in the city, guys, at some point, until someone else took over and someone else took over. And that's exactly what I want to talk to you about. The city started not long ago when I joined, and you could see that everybody were around, I don't know, the turfs were like around 7, 8, right? Level 8. I managed to make my turf up to level 12. And yeah, inside of this faction, I actually grew, in the sense that my influence was about 1 million when I decided to abandon the game, leave the game, and delete it from my phone. And the reason why I decided to do that, I realized that the game is all about money, in the sense that they hired employees, guys. Be careful. What I'm just gonna tell you now, it might hurt a lot of people, but that's the truth. And again, that's my opinion. That's how I found out. I'm not gonna go in details, but I'll just tell you my opinion. They hired employees or people who volunteer, let's put it this way, not necessarily getting paid, but volunteer for the company that created the Grand Mafia. I forgot the name of the company, with a P, something P Games, but you can Google it, you can figure that out. It's the same company created Mafia City. Okay, so basically, I abandoned the game because I realized there are employees that were using resources and crew, like troops, right? And influence and killings and all that, higher than me all of a sudden. And we're talking about suddenly, like, I'm level 9 and there's a guy level 14 or level 18. That guy didn't even have time to get to level 18. The only way to do it is to pay money, and nobody pays money because the game is like, yeah, there's some users like me here and there that join the game, but in reality it's like a ghost town. And at some point, City 1 was actually named Ghost Town because there's nobody there. Everything was abandoned. Okay, so they're basically the company is trying to hire employees and do bots. Bots are like automated, how to put it, not necessarily the word bots because it might get confusing. Bot would also mean an automated user, but there might be some automated users, but they're actually employees, like real guys like you and me, that have these huge resources in their characters, in their accounts, and they're using it, like the company gives them to the purpose of making the game alive, which means they're basically trying to interact with you, talk to you, pretend that they don't even mention anything. Of course, they might have signed an agreement with the company, so they don't reveal any information, but the idea is that they know what's going on. Like all of a sudden, somebody just attacked me and he said, oh, it's because we're top 1 faction and that's an offense. Okay, or someone else attacks you and he says, oh, it's just okay. Like they say, oh, we don't attack top 10 factions. So they're like, let's say like they're like 50 factions, right? And we're in the top 10. Those top 10, we don't attack each other, right? That's the agreement. And all of a sudden, somebody from the top 1 attacks top 9 faction. And then if I'm in that faction, I ask the leader, hey, what's going on? You said that nobody's attacking nobody from the top 10. He's gonna say something like, oh, it's okay, they just had 2 days to fight each other. You get attacked once or twice, but that's about it. Okay, so you see what I'm talking about. So basically it's all a lie. You're gonna get attacked no matter what, because you're meant to be part of the game, so the game is alive. Otherwise, if think about it, if nobody attacks you, right, then the game is boring. It gets to the point, bro, like it's like nobody's there. Okay, or you start attacking and there's nobody there, right? Sometimes you attack and you can see they're alive. There's another turf sending transportation, like troops, to the turf which you just attacked, right? And then they will send message to you and go say, oh, if you attack me again, you're gonna die. And then you're thinking, this guy is bluffing, whatever, right? And in about like 2-3 days, all of a sudden, like a level 40 something out of nowhere comes in the game where nobody has that level, because you cannot even level up to that point. Again, like I mentioned, I'm talking about the first, like you get like about 12 levels to your turf and maybe 40 levels to your character. Maybe I say maybe because my character was like 36, 35, and I worked very hard. Like basically, literally, I didn't sleep much at night, and I used a lot of my time in the game, guys. So when I basically, you know, got attacked by this level, whatever, 48, he came like in just to understand also the crews, the level of the, that you've got there. You got bruisers, you got gangsters like hitman, sorry, not gangster, hitman, I should say, and bikers, right? And you got these 3 levels, T1, which is the lowest, T2, and T3, right? So in this city 613 that just started, that was created, okay, you couldn't get anything. You barely could get T1s at the beginning, and then once you level, maybe you get to turf, your turf was level 10 or so, you started to actually get slowly T2. This guy came out of nowhere with T3, okay, to his T3 guy. So here you have it. I just wanted to give you lots of advice. Don't join the game. You're gonna waste a lot of precious time. It's gonna take you up of your life, and most likely might take some of your money, because you're gonna fall for it. They're bots, automated things happening, and you're never gonna win. It's all made up, and they're employees, like they are basically meant to basically piss you off so you can spend money on the packs, and so you can buy gold, because gold is the most thing that you need in the game. And to get, I'm talking about the gold, the currency of the game, not like gold, the real gold. And then you need to pay money, and the money costs a lot of money. Like it's not really even worth it. The worst, I mean, the most you can get about 32,000 gold for about 140 US dollars. And am I gonna charge you tax? I don't know about that. I never paid anything, and I don't suggest anybody to pay anything for this game. In fact, I don't even suggest anybody to use this game more than a day. After 1 day, just delete it. It's a very dangerous, addicted game, but it gets you, and in the end, all these employees, they don't do anything but just to make it alive and make it feel that you're actually part of the game, but in fact, you're not. It's all a joke. No matter what you do, in the end, there will be another guy coming, another employee with a higher level, that's gonna kick your ass. So beware and peace out. I'm out, baby.